And here we are within the walls of the castle. Let's see what this says over here. I've lived in this town nearly 45 years. I've never set foot inside the castle. All these Norman names on this now: Fitz-Eustace, Fitz-Nigel, Fitz-Richard, the de Lacys, you've heard of them. John of Gaunt, Henry Bolingbroke. I'm sure John of Gaunt became a king or some such. He's got a historical record. What's that one?
Oh, seems to start and work this way.
Ah, right. Oh, King John visited Halton Castle. The Peasants' Revolt, 1381. 1381. That was all about poll taxes. John of Gaunt, 1362, 1399. Henry Bolingbroke deposed Richard II. Edward II's been here. Thomas of Lancaster, executed 1322. According to witnesses, it took the inexperienced executioner 11 strokes to sever the Earl's head from his body. The French guillotine was introduced after this. Yeah, good idea. And the village of Halton and the town of Frodsham and Runcorn are all mentioned in Domesday Book, which was written in 1086. That was William the Conqueror wanted to have a good list of all his conquered lands and everything, all the wealth within it. This is a copy of part of the Bayeux tapestry, which shows the death of King Harold, who took on and got his ass handed to him by the Norman William, who became William the First of all of England. Oh, these seats. This is the pub's beer garden, where customers with their kids can come and have a drink, get something to eat. There's stocks, shackles, a trebuchet, looks like. It's a nice hammer. More shackles, knight's helmet, a boot. There used to be a second one there, but it looks like somebody's pinched it. Oh, parts of a horse's head. Beats a horse's ass, I suppose. There's a depiction of the castle, probably from its very early days in the late 1000s, early 1100s. And that's about all the information that's out on this. Let's go and have a look up here. It looks like part of the old buildings. All red sandstone. The red sandstone that was used to build this castle, which was quarried a couple of miles down the road, is the same red sandstone that's used on the plinth of the Statue of Liberty. Red Runcorn sandstone. There's Fiddler's Ferry again. Get a better view with the trees not in the way. Typical old window. And of course the customary warning, don't fuck about. And this is where we were 5 minutes ago, down here. Yeah, don't fuck about or you'll find out, is what the warning says. Here we are. Now, in between those trees is Helsby Hill, where we were yesterday, well, that we could see yesterday, and the foothills of Wales, the Welsh Hills. And there's all sorts of old worn out names carved, been weathered away over the last 1,000 years. Seems to me that when the place was destroyed, as you can see, there's a top of a doorway there, or a window. This wasn't ground level where we are. This is probably where all the rubble went from the walls. There's Niall having a look. Ah, here's an old carving. Probably girlfriend and boyfriend or something. Looks very Victorian, if not before. There are some with dates on that I've seen, dating back as far as the 1600s. Nice view. Not nice view. I've absolutely absolutely no idea what this is. Could be a... I've got a feeling it might be a toilet. There we are, we can see Helsby Hill again. Something about Fiddler's Ferry that I mentioned before. As I say, those cooling towers are going to be coming down sometime this year, I believe. The Runcorn Gap is a narrow in the River Mersey, heading out to the Mersey estuary, which has been used as a crossing for 2,000–3,000 years. And at one time there was a transporter bridge which came down. This is the old railway bridge built in the 1800s. The transporter bridge came down in, must have been the 50s, and was replaced by the Silver Jubilee Bridge, opened by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II in 1961. And a map, or a drawing of what Liverpool looked like in 1650. And there's a map of where we are. We are here-ish. Well, no, we are here, exactly. And if you open your maps, your Google Maps, you can see whatever you want to see of the information about it. And as you can see, Manchester is away to the northeast, yeah. Motte and Bailey. That was an interesting construction. They used to make an artificial hill and put a stockade at the top of it and hide within. I think that might be a griffin or a wyvern. Let's see what we got here. Oh, a fleur-de-lis. St. Mary's Church, that's what we're looking at. I couldn't remember the name of it before. From a chapel which may have been in existence from 1071, which might have looked like that. Gothic Revival style. What's this one? Wheat Chiefs.
Hey?
Is that pointing right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we've run out of things to read. We're parked down there. One last look at Helsby Hill and Frodsham Hill. End of film.